Hello again, precious friends. Thanks for joining the Carnivore Hippie once again. I've been seeing, well, you see it a lot. I mean, anybody who pays attention to the online or what do they call it, social media carnivore community has seen people posting things like, is thus and so allowed? Or can I eat such and such? And anything from dairy to seasonings to the occasional fruits and vegetables. Can I do this or that on carnivore or keto or whatever? And I just thought I'd address it because really the answer is, can you? Sure. There is no answer. Is something permitted on carnivore? Well, it helps to understand that there's no scientific or even generally definitive definition of a carnivore diet. There is no scientific definition, a specific definition of a carnivore diet or a carnivore eating pattern. Carnivore refers to a behavior, it's not a scientific designation. The scientific designation that most people associate with carnivore is the taxonomic definition of carnivora, which the singular of which is carnivoran. And it helps to understand that not all carnivorans are carnivore in eating behavior, and there's many animals that are not carnivorans who are carnivorous in their eating behavior. So the term carnivore is not the designation of the taxonomy, is not the taxonomic the term carnivore, is not the taxonomic designation for the animal with sharp pointy teeth and big claws and forward-facing eyes and not a side-to-side mandible movement and blah, blah, blah. That is a taxonomic designation for the group Carnivora. As I said, singular, carnivoran. All right, lions, tigers, bears, most cats, well, all cats, all felids, all canids, all ursines, which is bears, and several other species are in several other groups of species are under the taxonomic nomenclature. Carnivora doesn't mean they eat meat. I love the example of the giant panda. Giant panda is firmly within the taxonomy of carnivora, but it eats very little meat, if any at all. It eats mostly plant material. And there are animals that are not carnivorans that eat only meat. Many species of birds, insects, amphibians, and reptiles are not carnivorans, but eat only meat and are obligately carnivorous in behavior. So don't let somebody start to tell you and kind of mislead you that if you don't have long pointy teeth and claws and you have a mandible or a jawbone that moves side to side like this, you cannot be a carnivore, because that's simply scientifically inaccurate and false. There are even carnivorous entities that are not even animals at all. They're plants. But they get the majority of their nutrition from the flesh of other animals. That is the general accepted definition. Keep in mind, the term carnivore is common speech. It is not a scientific term. Refers to a feeding behavior in which either one, the entity in question is able to derive most or all of their nutrition from the flesh of other animals, or B, the entity in question must derive at least a portion of their nutrition from the flesh of other animals. It may include animals that are predators. It may include animals that are not predators. So when somebody starts talking to you about how a carnivore has to have this particular morphology, these teeth, these eyes, these guts, whatever, just shake your head, because they're wrong. They're qualitatively and verifiably wrong. The term that what they are doing is they are conflating the terms carnivore and carnivoran. A human being is not a carnivoran, but a human being is carnivorous in behavior. And that justifies us calling ourselves carnivores, right? A panda, giant panda, is absolutely a carnivoran, but it does not engage in carnivorous feeding behavior in general. A Venus flytrap isn't even an animal. It's a plant, and it is considered quite legitimately carnivorous, despite the fact that it looks like it has pointy teeth. It hasn't got any teeth. But anyway, that's basically what I wanted to tell you. Don't conflate the two terms. Many people, especially, actually on both sides of the fence, many people on both sides of the fence, the pro-carnivore community and the vegan community, are both manipulating people by the conflation of these terms to say that carnivorous animals must only necessarily eat meat is not true. And to say that if an animal does not have the distinct morphology of a carnivoran, they cannot be a carnivore, is also qualitatively untrue. So it's not a scientific term, the word carnivore. It is not even, it is not a taxonomic term. It is a generalized term for common speech, and it refers to an entity that engages in a particular feeding behavior. And any entity that engages in that sort of feeding behavior, feeding primarily or even mostly on the flesh of other animals, is a carnivore. Okay? That's all I wanted to tell you. Don't let people get your knickers in a twist about carnivore. And second of all, is it okay to eat on a carnivore diet? I don't care what it is. Yeah, it's okay to eat it on a carnivore diet if you like it and it doesn't bother you and you're meeting your health goals. Yeah, you can eat it. That's the answer, folks. I love you all. I bid you peace, love, and meat, and we will talk again very, very soon. Bye.